Kiet's piercing scream cut through the cacophony of Chattachak Market. The 12-year-old homeless orphan, with brown skin and tattered clothes, crumpling to the ground, his arm broken, eyes hollow and trembling. He clutched his injured limb as a formidable figure loomed over him. A fat, tattooed man, exuding danger, crushing a baguette in his grip. "Steal again, and you'll lose more," he taunted, mocking Kiet's hunger as he tossed bread into the dust. The shoppers froze in place, vendors clinging to their stalls, whispers of concern rippling through the air. While the food sizzled and the oppressive heat hung heavy around them, Jason Statham, clad in a white t-shirt, his eyes narrowing at Kiet's anguished cry, pushed through the throng, urgently instructing Sarah to get him to a hospital. He confronted Samsak, who was growling menacingly. "You break a kid's arm over bread?" The market fell into a hushed silence, the crowd gasping in disbelief. Before we embark on this journey, share with us your location as you tune in today, give the video a thumbs up, and subscribe to witness Jason Statham's epic showdown. The Chattachak Market pulsed with life, vendors calling out amidst the aroma of sizzling delicacies, vibrant fabrics dancing in the oppressive Bangkok heat. The air heavy with exhaust, throngs of people pushing through, stalls groaning under their weight, gravel crunching beneath hurried steps, and tuk-tuks blaring their horns. The air shimmered, the market a chaotic symphony of Thai and fractured English, stalls overflowing with baguettes and trinkets, the cacophony a heartbeat of existence. Shoppers haggled, vendors hawked, their voices sharp, the heat oppressive, the ground gritty, the market's intensity a crucible where hunger and hustle collided. Kiet's stomach growled, his brown skin dusty, torn clothes flapping, a homeless orphan unseen amid the bustle, his plight a silent cry. Jason Statham navigated the crowd with ease, his Muay Thai-trained physique exuding a quiet confidence, shoulders tense beneath a simple white t-shirt and cargo shorts, the calluses on his knuckles whispering tales of hard-earned discipline. After the whirlwind of Expendables 5, he wandered through bustling stalls, yearning for the unfiltered essence of Bangkok. The echoes of his gritty Great Yarmouth upbringing lingered like a distant shadow, while the pangs of hunger served as a haunting reminder that bread had once been a rare indulgence. His taut jaw confronted the tumult of the market, eyes keen, contemplating survival, the heat igniting his resolve. Accompanied by Sarah, his assistant, he navigated the bustling market with quiet determination, her water bottle clutched in his hand. Her presence served as a steady anchor amidst the cacophony, while his calm demeanor masked a brewing storm within. Kiet's hidden struggle echoed in the air, a silent summons he could not ignore. Samsak, a formidable figure with a robust frame and intricate tattoos, stood menacingly at his bread stall, where golden baguettes were stacked high, his bellows slicing through the bustling crowd. Humiliated by Kiet's theft, a 12-year-old's grasp revealed the fragility of his stall, igniting fears of other thieves growing bolder. His short temper burned like a fire, tattoos glinting beneath rolled sleeves. Whispers among the locals spoke of his brutality, broken fingers over a mango, his cruelty a defining trait, striving to reclaim dominance. Kiet's theft struck a blow to his pride, his snarl a promise of retribution. The sweltering market intensified his fury, vendors falling silent, shoppers casting wary glances at Kiet's tattered garments, the boy's hunger igniting a fire he would extinguish. With a water bottle clutched tightly, Sarah followed Statham, her eyes darting around for any sign of trouble. The vibrant energy of the market quickened her heartbeat, while Kiet's silent struggle lingered in her mind, her heightened awareness instinctive and sharp. She observed the throng, her fleeting gaze landing on Kiet's tattered garments, his brown skin coated in dust, his emaciated figure swaying, stomach rumbling, a wordless cry amidst the tumult, her role serving as a connection to Statham's fervor, the heat stifling, stalls groaning under the weight of the moment. Amidst the bustling throng, shoppers jostled while vendors whispered in hushed tones, cautioning of trouble. The market's cacophony served as a protective barrier, yet Kiet's hunger resonated like a desperate plea. Sarah stood poised, her determination unwavering, while the crowd lingered in a state of indecision. The boy's struggle echoed, a poignant summons to action. The climax approached, Statham's jaw clenched in response to the turmoil of the market. His childhood hunger a distant echo, Kiet's hidden theft igniting a flame, his Muay Thai discipline a simmering force ready to unleash. Sarah's gaze fell sharply upon Kiet's tattered garments, her heart racing as the boy's suffering became a clarion call. Shoppers regarded his dusty skin with a mix of pity and curiosity, while vendors hushed their conversations, the murmurs weaving a tapestry of defiance. The market throbbed with life, tuk-tuks blaring their horns, gravel crunching beneath hurried feet, and the air thick with exhaust. Kiet's stomach rumbled, his brown eyes deep wells of despair, his ragged attire a testament to his struggle. Yet within him flickered a spark of courage, overshadowed by Somsak's simmering rage. The market itself seemed to tremble, Statham's impending intervention just a heartbeat away, as the crowd's whispers rose in a collective chorus. The stage set for a dramatic confrontation, justice hanging in the balance. Somsak's snarl roared through Chattachak Market, "Steal again. You'll lose more," kicking the dusty baguette from Kiet's grasp. The 12-year-old homeless orphan whimpering, arm limp, brown skin dusty, torn clothes flapping. The fat, tattooed vendor, dangerous, sneered at Jason Statham, "Mind your business, Farong." Shoving his chest, tattoos flashing under rolled sleeves, stalls creaked, heat heavy, voices shouted, exhaust wafted, gravel crunched, the Bangkok crowd buzzing, shoppers whispering, vendors gasping, tourists stepping back, Kiet's cry echoing, his hollow eyes pleading, stomach growling, the markets in a chaotic pulse, Somsak's cruelty ablaze, his dominance a taunt, the dusty bread a spark. Jason Statham, white t-shirt taut, Muay Thai honed, stood firm, fists tightening, eyes steady. "You break a kid's arm over bread," he growled, his London accent thick, warning Somsak, voice cutting through the heat. The crowd's murmurs stilled, stalls creaking, gravel crunching, Kiet's whimper piercing, his broken arm limp, brown skin glistening, torn clothes a banner of hunger. Statham paused, ensuring Sarah's tuk-tuk departed with Kiet, her water bottle left behind, rushing the boy to safety, his eyes scanning the narrow alley. The market's chaos a heartbeat, shoppers whispering, "He's brave," vendors gasping, Somsak's mad, tourists stepping back, fear heavy. Somsak lumbered forward, gut heaving, swinging a wild punch, sneering, "Fight, Farong," daring Statham, tattoos flashing, oblivious to the crowd. His bellows shook the stalls, "You're nothing." His short temper a fire, Kiet's theft a wound, his control slipping, the market's heat fueling his rage, exhaust wafting, voices shouting, shoppers murmured, "He's dangerous," vendors hissed, kids hurt, tourists backed away, Kiet's pain a cry, his arm limp, his brown eyes tearful, the dusty bread trampled, Somsak's shove a spark, the crowd's inaction a weight, the alley a crucible gravel. Crunching underfoot, Statham's paws lingered, a brief struggle, ensuring Kiet's safety. Sarah's tuk-tuk fading, hesitating to escalate violence. His Muay Thai discipline a vow, eyes scanning the alley, Kiet's whimper a call. His torn clothes dusty, brown skin bruised, his hunger a plea, last chance. Statham said, voice low, fists tight, the heat heavy, stalls creaking. The crowd's gasp sharp, shoppers whispering, "He's not scared," vendors muttering, "Somsak's done." Somsak's punch flew, wild and clumsy, his sneer desperate, Kiet's theft a sting. His ego a shield, the market's in a roar, tourists stepping back, the alley tightening, voices shouting. The crowd's tension surged, a shopper gasping, "He'll fight." A vendor whispering, "Kid needs him." Tourists murmuring, "Somsak's too big." Their eyes on Statham, his white t-shirt crisp, his comma blade, Kiet's pain a spark, his brown skin dusty, arm limp, whimpering softly. Somsak's taunts faltered, "Come on Farong." His voice cracking, tattoos flashing, his gut heaving, the slaps echo, Kiet's broken arm, a wound, his cruelty a stain. The crowd's outrage swelling, shoppers whispering doubts, vendors gasping, "He's fearless." The market's pulse pounding, exhaust wafting, gravel crunching. Kiet's tearful eyes met Statham's. His torn clothes a vow, his hunger a cry, his brown skin bruised, his small frame trembling, the dusty bread a symbol, his pain a call, the crowd suspense tightened, a tourist muttering, "He's gotta stop him," shoppers whispering, "Somsak's wrong," vendors gasping, Sarah's tuk-tuk gone, Kiet's safe, the alley a stage, Statham's fists ready, his comma storm, Somsak's punch a spark, the market's din a drum, the crowd's hope rising, tourists stepping back, the dramatized brawl poised, Somsak's aggression a fading roar, Statham's response a heartbeat away, the crowd's outrage a fire, ready for justice to erupt, Somsak's roar thundered through Chattachak Market, "You're nothing!" Lunging at Jason Statham, swinging a meaty fist, aiming to shame him publicly, weak Farong. He jeered, mocking Statham's calm, tattoos gleaming, his fat frame heaving, heat sweltering, stalls rattling, crowd buzzing, food smoking, voices rising. The dangerous vendor's eyes blazed, Kiet's theft a wound, his control slipping, sneering. "Go back to your movies," vendors murmured, shoppers cheered nervously, tourists gawked. A vendor gripped a crate, Kiet's cries fading in the tuk-tuk. Sarah rushing him to safety, the Bangkok. Alley tight, gravel crunching, exhaust wafting, Somsak's taunts a fire. The crowd suspense a roar, Statham stood firm. White t-shirt crisp, Muay Thai honed, eyes fixed, a deep breath, gauging the alley's tight space, ensuring no harm to bystanders, his discipline echoing, restraint a vow, his fist stayed low. The market's din pulsing, shoppers muttering doubts. He's not scared, vendors whispering, Somsak's too much, Somsak's taunts surged, "You can't touch me." Swinging again, his gut heaving, tattoos flashing, jeering Statham's restraint. Saving a thief, huh? The tension among the crowd intensified. Whispers of support from tourists filled the air, acknowledging his bravery. A shopper inched closer, the cacophony of rising voices mingling with the creaking stalls. The oppressive heat enveloped the alley, transforming it into a crucible of uncertainty. Statham's calm demeanor stood out like a blade, as suspense coiled around them. The market buzzed with energy, vendors muttering under their breath, while a child's hunger echoed in the background. Shoppers cheered nervously, urging him on, a tourist wide-eyed in admiration, proclaiming his toughness. Statham's moment of hesitation lingered, his breath measured, ensuring Sarah's tuk-tuk had departed. His focus, honed by Muay Thai, remained sharp amidst the chaos, the alley igniting with tension. Food sizzled, gravel crunched underfoot, and Somsak's voice boomed, taunting him with wild fists. The crowd gasped, a vendor's doubts whispered in the shadows, questioning Somsak's composure. Tourists murmured their admiration for Statham's guts, while the market's heat pressed down, stalls rattling with anticipation. Statham's eyes held a steely resolve, his restraint a silent promise. Hope flickered among the crowd, voices rising in a chorus of uncertainty. Would Statham choose to fight or find words to preserve Kiet's honor? Vote now in the comments. Somsak's escalation roared, "You're a nobody," his meaty fist swinging, aiming to crush Statham's calm, tattoos gleaming, his dangerous bulk looming, the alley narrowing, shoppers muttering doubts. He's wrong, vendors gasping, kid needed help. The crowd shift sparked, a vendor shouting, "Help the kid," voice raw. A tourist cheering, "Go on," vendors nodding fiercely, shoppers clapping, questioning Somsak's dominance. "He's a bully." A shopper hissed. Another clapped, "Stop him." The market's din swelling, heat heavy, food smoking. The crowd's hope a fire, tourists whispering. He's a hero, Statham's white t-shirt a banner. His focus a storm, Statham's breath steadied, gauging the alley, his hesitation a moment, his discipline a shield, Kiet's broken arm a call, his torn clothes a vow, brown skin bruised, Sarah's tuk-tuk gone. The market's pulse pounding, stalls creaking, voices rising. "You're done?" Somsak spat, lunging, his taunts sharp, jeering Statham's silence. "No. Match for me." The crowd's cheers grew, a vendor nodding. "He's got this," shoppers clapping. "Take him down." Tourists cheering. The alley a stage, Statham's calm a fire. The market's heat a drum, gravel crunching, exhaust wafting. The crowd suspense ablaze, hope surging. The market's tension peaked, shoppers muttering, Somsak's too cruel, vendors shouting. Kid was hungry, tourists cheering. He's fearless, Statham's eyes locked, his hesitation fading. His Muay Thai discipline a vow, Ket's honor a spark, his pain a cry. The alley tight, stalls rattling, voices buzzing. Somsak's sneer wavered, his fist trembling, fight, coward. His voice cracking, tattoos fading in sweat, his dominance teetering. The crowd shift a tide, a shopper clapping, he's the man. The market's din roared, heat sweltering, food smoking, Statham's white t-shirt a flag. His focus a blade, the dramatized brawl poised, Somsak's taunts a fading echo. The crowd's hope a roar, Statham's grit a heartbeat away, ready for the clash to ignite justice. The narrow Bangkok alley erupted, dust swirling, crates splintering. As Jason Statham and Somsak clashed, a bare-knuckle brawl testing Muay Thai skill. Market stalls rattled, crates cracked, heat heavy, voices roared, exhaust lingered, gravel skittered, the crowd buzzing, Statham's white t-shirt clung. His Muay Thai honed frame fluid, sidestepping Somsak's wild punch, tattoos flashing on the fat vendor's arm. You're done? Somsak roared, lunging, gut heaving, his dangerous bulk looming, aiming to crush Statham's calm. Shoppers stomped, tourists shouted, vendors gasped in awe. Ket's pain a distant cry, his broken arm avenged. The market's in a storm, Statham's grit afire. Somsak swung, fist flailing, panting, stumbling, sweat pouring, gut quivering, face flushing, eyes widening. His tattoos fading into feet. Statham's sharp elbow strike slammed his jaw, a crack slicing the air, outmatching the vendor's wild punches. His ego cracking. The crowd roared, a vendor gasping, he's no tourist, waving a ladle, sparking cheers, tourists shouting, get him, shoppers stomping, he's tough. Statham whipped a knee kick, thudding into Somsak's side. The vendor grunting, boots slipping, gravel skittering, voices roaring. The alley a crucible, Statham's precision a blade. The crowd's hope blazing, Statham's skill surged, sidestepping, landing another elbow strike, bone crunching, whipping a knee kick, ribs groaning, avenging Ket's broken arm. The market's heat pulsed, stalls rattling, exhaust lingering. The crowd's roar swelling, a tourist cheering. He's a beast, shoppers clapping. Take him down. Somsak's punches slowed, his dangerous sneer faltering, Ket's theft. His exposed vulnerability, a wound, his control slipping, the crowd gasping. He's losing, Statham's white t-shirt gleamed, his calm unbroken. Calluses on his knuckles flashing, the alley tight, crates splintering. The brawl a storm, the crowd's off fire, voices roaring. The vendor's realization deepened, panting harder, stumbling, sweat drenching his tattoos. Face red, eyes wide, Statham strikes relentless. His wild swings useless. The slap's cruelty, Ket's broken arm. A shame. A shopper shouted, he's done. Tourists roared, finish it. The crowd's hope a tide, vendors gasping in awe. He's unstoppable, Statham dodged, his elbow striking Somsak's temple. A dull thud, the vendor reeling, gravel crunching. Heat heavy, the market's in a heartbeat. The crowd's cheers. Surging, shoppers stomping. He's the man, Statham's skill a vow. Ket's pain a distant cry. The alley a stage. The crowd's roar peaked, a vendor cheering, waving a ladle. Save the kid, tourists shouting. He's a hero, shoppers clapping, phones out, capturing Statham's prowess. His white t-shirt a banner. His Muay Thai precision a fire. Somsak's gut quivered, his face flushed, his punches weak. The market stalls rattling, crates cracking, voices roaring. The crowd's hopes soaring, a tourist gasping. He's unreal, Statham's strike snapped, his kicks whipped, the vendor's tattoos fading, his dangerous bulk crumbling. The alley's chaos a spark. The crowd's awe ablaze, shoppers stomping, vendors cheering. The dramatized brawl a heartbeat from triumph, Statham's grit a storm, Somsak's faltering a shock. The crowds roar a vow. Ready for the vendor's defeat to unfold, Jason Statham's Muay Thai precision blazed. A crisp knee slamming Somsak's gut, a wrenching arm lock pinning him to the Bangkok. Ali's gravel, hissing, touch a kid again. You'll eat through a straw. Stalls creaked, sweat dripped, voices faded, crates thudded, air cooled. The market's heat easing. Somsak's eyes glazed, body slumping, breath hitching. Tattoos slick with sweat, defeated. His wild punches failing. Kiet's broken arm avenged, tearful eyes relieved. Torn clothes a distant memory. The crowd roared, vendors gasping, shoppers shouting in awe, a vendor waving a cloth, tourists clapping, phones recording, #Statham saves kids spreading. The alley a crucible, Statham's white t-shirt a banner, Somsak's ball crumpled. His last swing limp, Statham's knee strike a thud, his arm lock iron. The fat vendor's tattoos fading, his dangerous sneer gone. The slap's cruelty, Kiet's broken arm, a shame. He's a hero. A tourist shouted, voice raw, shoppers cheering, he's down. Vendors gasping, unreal. Statham stepped back, his t-shirt damp, calluses on his knuckles gleaming. Avenging Kiet's hunger. The crowd roaring, tourists clapping, justice. The market's din softening, crates thudding, voices fading, gravel skittering. The brawls and a storm, Statham's skill afire. The crowd's awe ablaze, relief surging. The vendor's realization sank, breath hitching, body slumping, collapsing to the gravel. His ego shattered, Kiet's justice won. His brown skin and torn clothes a distant cry. His hunger avenged, shoppers shouted in awe, he's unstoppable. Vendors cheered. Waving cloths, kids safe, tourists roared, phones flashing. The crowd's hope soaring, a vendor gasping. He's no far wrong, Statham's precision snapped. His lock unrelenting. The alley's air cooling, stalls creaking. The market's pulse slowing, shoppers cheering, he did it. The crowd's relief a tide, Kiet's pain a vow, Statham's stand a beacon. The market's chaos eased, crates silent, sweat dripping. The crowds were softening, tourists clapping. He's the man, shoppers shouting, Somsak's done, Statham's calm held. His white tee, shirt crisp, his Muay Thai skill a storm. The vendors defeat a shock. His tattoos slick, his bulk a ruin. A vendor cheered. For Kiet, tourists gasped, phones out. #Statham saves kid trending. The crowd's awe swelling, shoppers shouting in awe. He's a legend. The alley a stage, gravel skittering, air cooling, Statham's prowess a fire. The market's din a hum, Kiet's justice a spark, hope blazing. Somsak's breath faltered, his eyes glazed, his dangerous bulk slumped. The crowd's cheers, peaking, a tourist shouting, hero, vendors gasping. He's finished, shoppers clapping. The market stalls creaking, voices fading. The brawls and a vow, Statham's skill a triumph. Kiet's hunger avenged. The crowd's relief surged, tourists cheering. He saved him, vendors waving cloths. The alley's heat easing, crates thudding, Statham's calm a storm's end. The market's pulse quieting, shoppers shouting, justice. The crowd's hope ignited like a fire. Kiet's torn clothes lingering as a memory. His brown skin standing as a testament. The dramatized clash reached its conclusion. Somsak scrambled, head bowed, muttering. His tattoos concealed, his ego shattered. The crowd erupted, shoppers cheered, and he was out. Tourists clapping, vendors gasping in awe, phones flashing, #Statham saves kids soaring. The market's in a chorus, stalls creaking, air cooling, gravel skittering, Statham's white t-shirt a flag. His stand a vow, Kiet's justice sealed. The crowd's awe spark, the alley a crucible. The dramatized triumph a beacon, Somsak's defeat a jolt. The market alive with hope, ready for his humbled aftermath to unfold. Somsak scrambled up, muttering apologies, humiliated, shoulders hunched, tattoos veiled, his fat frame shrinking in the Bangkok alley. His stall stood shunned, shoppers turning away, vendors boycotting, his reputation ruined, facing assault charges, fleeing the market, eyes averted, gravel settling, voices softening. The Chattachak crowd roared, tourists praising. He got what he deserved. Shoppers cheering. Somsacks finished. Phones flashing. Hashtag Statham saves kid trending. The market quiet. Air cooling. Stalls still. The vendor's shame a shadow. His dangerous sneer a memory. Kiet's broken arm a wound he'd bear. The crowd's relief a tide. The alley's dust calm. His defeat a jolt. Jason Statham stepped into Bumrungrad Hospital's sterile ward. White t-shirt crisp. Muay Thai honed. Resting a hand on Kiet's shoulder. The 12-year-old orphan's brown skin clean. Torn clothes gone. Eyes brightening. Cast steady, you're safe now, Statham said, voice low, his empathy warm, listening to Kiet's story through a translator. The boy's hunger eased with his first proper meal. Huge thanks to fan name. For standing with Kiet, he added, no gloat, his London accent soft. The hospital hum steady, air cooling, voices softening, Kiet's relief a spark. His torn past a memory, Statham's compassion a vow. The crowd's awe echoing, a vendor, eyes alight, stood in the market, inspired by Statham, vowing to aid street kids, planning daily food handouts, rallying others, no more hunger, his ladle waved, uniting vendors, we'll feed them. Shoppers nodding, he's right, tourists praising, that's heart. The vendor's resolve burned, Kiet's plight a call, his brown skin and cast a symbol. The market's lights dimming, gravel settling. The crowd's hope of fire, vendors murmuring, we're with him, shoppers cheering. For the kids, the market quiet, air fresh. The vendors vow a beacon, uniting stalls, the dramatized aftermath a spark, hope rising. The crowd's relief swelled, tourists clapping, Statham's a hero, shoppers murmuring, Kiet's safe, vendors boycotting Somsacks. Stall, no more, their voices firm. The market's been fading, stalls silent, voices softening, Kiet's eyes brightening, his cast steady, his hunger eased, his brown skin glowing. Torn clothes a distant cry, Somsac's shame deepened, fleeing, avoiding eyes. His stall empty, charges looming, his tattoos hidden, his dangerous bulk a ruin. The crowd's cheers a lesson, tourists praising. He's humbled, vendors nodding, good riddance. The market's air cooling, gravel settled. The alley's chaos gone. Relief surging, Statham sat by Kiet, his empathy steady, funding his care through Bondek Foundation. $50,000 for food, shelter, education. A group home secured, his donation quiet. The hospital's sterile hum a backdrop, Kiet's relief a vow, his brown eyes hopeful, his cast a badge. The crowds all lingered, shoppers whispering. He's more than a star, tourists murmuring. He changed Kiet's life, vendors rallying. We'll keep it going. The market's lights dimming, stalls still, the vendors. Handouts a promise, Kiet's hunger a memory, Statham's compassion a fire. The crowd's hope a spark, the dramatized justice a beacon. The market's pulse softened, vendors murmuring reverence. He's a legend, shoppers nodding, kids got a chance, tourists praising. That's real. Their voices low, the air fresh, gravel quiet, Kiet's brown skin and torn past a vow, his eyes bright. His future funded, Statham stand a call, Somsack stall, a ghost. His charges sealed, his shame a lesson. The crowd's relief a chorus, vendors whispering, we're better now, shoppers cheering. For Kiet, the market's instilled. The hospital's hum fading, Statham's empathy a light. The vendors resolve a flame. Hope enduring, Statham slipped out, boots scuffing, leaving the hospital market lights dimming, vendors murmuring reverence. He's the real deal, tourists whispering. He saved him, shoppers silent. They're awe him, Kiet's cast steady, his brown eyes bright. His relief a vow, the market quieted. Air cooling, gravel settled. The dramatized triumph a vow, Statham's quiet exit a spark. Kiet's future secured. The vendors' handouts a beacon. The crowd's hope a fire, the street alive, the lasting impact unfolding. Ready for a movement to rise. The Chattachak market stilled, air crisp, lights fading. Jason Statham stand a beacon of compassion. Uniting a market for street kids like Kiet, brown-skinned, resilient. His Muay Thai grit showed strength, shielding the vulnerable, inspiring vendors. Tales to linger, A spark for Bangkok's youth, Somsak, once dangerous, fled, head bowed, avoiding stalls, tattoos faded in disgrace, rethinking his cruelty. A hint of humility in his retreat. True heroism ignited hope, Kiet's new start. His cast a hope, sparking change with the vendor's kindness, offering meals to the hungry. Vendors' tales of vow. The market, once chaotic, stood calm, air fresh. Statham's heroism awe-inspiring. Kiet's recovery a light, relief washing through as Somsak's shame. Settled, his cruelty a lesson, Statham's compassion. A quiet fire, fueled a movement. The market soft, hope enduring. If you believe that compassion prevails, especially in this moment, share your support for children in the comments.